got him! Woo! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I can't!
No.
Hi, guys. Wait, did we start?
Yes, we started.
Oh, okay, we're not practicing anymore. Okay.
We're not practicing. Fuck, no. We do what professionals do. They do one take and we're good. So we're.
You mean we're
so welcome
live?
back, everyone, to live. Yes, we're doing Grinding It Out podcast. Woo!
Whee!
And we also quote by Bad Aim that we got a hot nurse. Come in, join with us. We have rooms. You can stay. Don't listen to him.
You're just putting words in my mouth. So what's up? How's it going?
You know, life with being a grad student. So that's been fun.
I don't know what that's like.
I'm animating now. Yeah, right. First animating after 5 years not doing it. So yeah, that's been really stressful. I think I get it. I just don't understand the graph. I think I understand the graph editor a little bit.
It's not that hard.
But I'm blocking out my first scene. I'm pretty sure it isn't.
Once you understand, just like, I don't know, you really just need to understand how, like, making things smooth and, like, making it, like, what's the word, linear? Like, what the difference is in the graph editor, and that's gonna, like, bring you a long way. You don't have to really do too much cute stuff. It's just gotta know when you're one fast action and how to offset stuff. Offsetting's the hard part. I highly recommend you just do everything on the same time first, and then offset. Don't offset first.
I need to write that down with the offset. Hold on a second. Because I never, like, I animated in grad school, and, like,
allegedly.
Mainly with 2D. Yeah, allegedly. But I never really done it through 3D except one class in undergrad.
Well, it's all the same principle. If you're doing a good 2D, like, you want, like, say if you raise, like, your hand up, like, your arm goes up first, your hand goes up second, and then your fingers might go up third.
Yeah.
So you want to, like, so that's kind of like what I mean by offsetting, and, like, if you're doing it in Maya in 3D animation, like, you just want to do it all on the same frame, and then offset it afterwards.
Okay.
Because it gets too confusing at first, and I think that's a big newbie mistake.
What I'm gonna do is like, here's the my play blast. I did everything. Does it look good, John? Very much what I'm gonna do.
What am I getting paid for this? Get out of here with that shit, is what I would say.
God damn it.
But yeah, I feel like I am on a pretty good track with mine too. I got like 6 more scenes I gotta finish animating or fixing, and then rendering wise, like, I still have 3 computers going. By the way, did I tell you, like, I have like I've been like eyeballing the new Ryzen CPU so I can render on my computer or just do more 3D stuff. I'm like kind of excited because I think it's within the realm of possibility. And I'm probably gonna get my first credit card from Amazon just so I could do this.
Oh.
Whee!
Oh. That is really cool. I mean, credit card wise, that sounds scary. But as long as you...
It does sound scary. Okay. I've never had a credit card before that I know of. Well, actually, I mean, if you count Jared's, I don't know. I had kind of like a Jared credit card at some point, and that was pretty cool, but they thought I was like pretty rich or something. I was like a warehouse worker. I don't remember how it went down, but they thought I had like a shit ton of money, and they were like, because I had this credit card, they were like, at Jared, they were like, this is when I bought my engagement ring for Heather. And so
Oh.
like these people, once I got the credit card, they started showing me like all these like mad expensive jewelry. And it became clear to me that these people were like thinking I had money, and I think they get commission for it and stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry,
So-
but I'm broke as hell.
But how much did you disappoint them?
I mean, I still bought a ring and stuff, so
Oh, from the okay.
yeah, I still bought. That's why I got the credit card, and I think there was like a weird deal that made it a lot nicer, so I just got it and I qualified.
Okay.
But for Amazon, like, so here's how so it's cool about Amazon. I'd have to research it more because I'm kind of I'm scared about credit cards because I'm already swimming in my own student loan debt. All right, I'm just like riding the wave and seeing where it carries me.
Yeah.
With the credit card thing, it takes $60 off the purchase, and then I have 6 months to pay off. So that's pretty neat. I think it's like a $500 CPU, so $60 off of that. Or maybe 500-ish. And so
Wow. Okay.
take 60 off, and then I get 6 months to pay it off on time. I think I can do that. Not a bad deal.
Yeah. Yeah. You can definitely do that.
But, oh my gosh, Jake! It's the new Ryzen processor. It's got, what is it? 12 cores. And 24 threads, which is amazing. Amazing for editing, and so like I'm excited to make it happen.
So.
I
No, I updated my computer. I can't do that. No, stop it.
But how long ago was it?
Last year, I got the Ryzen 7.
Did you get a Ryzen 7?
Yeah, I got the latest one.
I don't remember you doing that. Nice. I would be getting the Ryzen 9. Yeah, your processor would be nicer than mine. Yeah. Right now the one I have is like an i7 something.
Oh.
It's like an older i7. Yeah.
That's right. You know, I'm so used to you, I'd say this, like, well, when you were working and bringing in a lot of money, you, like, I swear to God, like, every 6 months, you're, like, upgrading, like, a part on your computer. And you're just, like, also, like, oh, this new thing came out, like you just did the Ryzen, and you somehow find a way to get it by selling old parts and stuff like that.
Oh, I think you might have been thinking about when I had the GTX 1080, which is what I have now. I did everything I could just to get it, because at the time I was like so ecstatic to get one.
Right.
So like, it was like, I sold like old parts, and then I asked my parents to pay partial of it as part of my Christmas gift, and I got it. So pretty happy with what I have. Now there's like
That's
a 2080
funny.
Titan that like is practically double it, I guess, or something. I don't know. The title is 2080, but I haven't really looked into it too much because I don't think I really need to upgrade my graphics card. It's more like my processor that's the problem right now.
Well, so you don't have to.
24 threads. That's amazing.
Is it what is our old boss?
Ryan Kelly, dude, he upgraded
yeah.
his lab. He was telling me about it.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what his
Oh no, the
not
nurse.
multi-thread.
Oh, she's
No!
dead.
Oh shoot! What's going on? Why it looks like hell?
No, don't open the door! Oh my god! Oh gosh! All right, we're good. We're good.
We're good. We're good.
Let's hope she doesn't go back out there.
Whoa! Look, the bunnies is demon-like.
Should we kill it?
No,
I don't know.
you leave it alone.
This is new. Why is it
Anyway.
so? Oh my gosh! That door's open.
Why are the doors open?
I don't know.
Shut the door. Okay. So onward.
Damn.
God damn it, guide.
The NPCs are open to shit. Like, how do we keep them in? Look at that! Look at that! Oh my god!
Wow.
We got this. We got this. Close the doors. Close the doors.
Well, they can't die.
Can they?
Can they? I don't know.
Well, she's not in our house yet, right?
I don't know why, because we gave her a room. Anyway. Before we got rudely interrupted.
Yeah, Brian Kelly mentioned that he upgraded the lab. So our old boss, we used to run a computer lab. Ooh, he died. Alright, I'll leave your stuff alone. Yikes.
Hyperthreading, that's what it is. He always talks about like his computer's going like hyperthread. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what when I say like oh Jesus. This is getting dicey, Jake.
Yep. Podcast. Focus on the podcast.
Oh my gosh.
While we're trying not to die.
I'm trying not to die here. I'm trying to save everybody. Oh my gosh, no!
Alright, I'm just gonna
hide in this room and wait for this to blow over. So
right.
when I say hyperthreading, I don't even know what it means, but like, say like, right now I have a, pretty sure a 6 core or 8 core. I forget now. 8 core. So then it can hyperthread up to 16. It pretends it has 16. So this new one I want to get is 12. It has 12, so it hyperthreads to 24.
I understand how it works. I just don't understand how it actually thinks that way. Like, oh, there's many. So they're like this
don't
many
worry
threads.
about that part.
Right.
That's not our jobs to worry about. So yeah, I did a bit of research on the Ryzen already. I know that like there's like an Intel i9 processor out about the same price, and it's much better for gaming, but you know, less cores, so it's not good for rendering. So I think it's got like maybe 10 cores, I want to say.
Okay.
I remember I looked at it and it had less. So more cores mean better renders.
Yeah. Which I'm not looking forward to when I render. Dang it.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Also, do you have my tungsten axe?
I might have.
Or pickaxe? Pickaxe.
I do have a tungsten pickaxe. Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah. I'll give it to you after this.
Yeah. Now I have to rearrange everything.
I think it might just be easier to just sort it all. By the way, I found out each room of these in Terraria, you need to have like some sort of comfort item. I don't know the torches count. But in each room, you need a comfort item of some sort. I'm thinking like the flowers or something. The tables and the chairs I thought were or part of it too, but it might not hurt to have more. I don't know if this is like some sort of weird feng shui thing that they do.
I want a house. Well, you got a table and chair. Does that count?
Like, how do you add up the points? Do they like go like, yes, I deem this room comparable. Anyways,
I like how we started learning how to play this game.
I mean, I don't know how. I don't even know what they do. I just know that they show up and I'm like, I want you guys to stay because you might be important later.
Mm-hmm.
But the nurse is new because we didn't see the nurse last time.
Right.
So, what do you want to talk about first? Like, I have quite a list here, like just from last night.
Okay, so we got a lot of stuff, a lot of things that are happening, a lot of news. So let's just talk about quickly with like art and animation, since, I mean, obviously we're still working, I'm finally starting animating and you're still doing touch up and rendering, so that's great. I don't know, have you been watching any movies or films lately? Or anything new?
I've just been catching up with The Office. I can only handle so much of it.
Really?
Yeah, Heather started getting into it, and I'm like, all right, I'll get into it and catch up. She's like on season 3 or 4. I'm on season 2 still.
Oh, you bypassed the
first one
season.
The first one is
Oof.
like by far the hardest one to watch.
It is, definitely it is.
But some of these moments, they don't get any better. They don't get that much better. Like this is the biggest gripe I have with this show is just how uncomfortable and unsettling some of these situations are, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I would just kill myself if I was in this situation. Oh man,
right?
It's so rough.
And Michael, I can't. Sometimes I had to step away. Like I can't. I'm like one of those people who empathize. I mean, we all empathize, but I'm like, I cannot turn that off sometimes.
Yeah.
And with Michael, when he talks or does stuff, I'm just like, I need to leave a room. I can't do this, or I need to not pay attention to it. It's so painful to.
Well, that's part of the lore. You had to know what happened.
I mean, I'll listen to it. It's just the same time, just like it hurts to just hearing him or something stupid happen.
How far along are you? You're much further than me, right? Are you watching?
I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm in one of the episodes I just watched where like Michael told one, like he went to like this corporate meeting and then like just blurted out that he slept with Jan, right?
Oh God.
And
yeah.
then like got her in trouble and she started like freaking out about losing her job, and you know, Michael becomes very mature and talks to her boss, the corporate boss, I guess, and just like learn, you know, it was like it was a really shitty joke that he told. And then afterwards, Jan just goes and kisses him in the elevator, and I was just losing my shit. I'm like, what the hell? Like he literally just like swept that whole fiasco under a rug, and she just grabbed it and just threw it up in the ceiling fan, and just like, what? I don't get it.
Oh boy,
I don't get it.
I wish I could talk to you.
And so like it's hilarious, but it's at the same time I'm just like. But it's been pretty fun for the most part. I've seen some future episodes because of Heather. So like I know Michael has like 2 love interests later on, and so just seeing that episode after that, I'm just like, yeah, I would. You know what? I wouldn't choose Jan either.
Oof.
She's too wishy-washy.
I can't. I don't want to spoil anything because like Jan's a trip. Oh my God.
I don't know. It's too much of a ride.
There's something.
I wouldn't be
you're
able
stuck in it
to.
now. You can't jump off.
No, I'm talking about like just Jan in general. I wouldn't know how to handle her. Like, you want me or not? Tell me.
Right.
And she's just like, maybe,
we probably experienced that.
I don't know.
Jan is a struggle. What's another? So.
Oh no, the nurse did die. Whoa.
Whoops.
You said they can't die.
I thought they can't die.
Oh shit. All right.
Oh wow. Oh, what is it? So Michael is one of those characters. I dislike him the most, but I also like him a lot because moments where he actually mature, or in the moments like that, like he does. There's a reason why he's a manager. He's actually really good with his job and talking to people. It's really cool to see, and like actually.
I think it was pretty funny when he was in that meeting with Jan, where like he had to talk to somebody about closing out a deal, and like at first it didn't look like it was doing well, but then like he like connected with the guy the most, and Jan was just like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?" And that's how it started, right?
Because it shows like what he can,
he's a people person. He's a good people.
Yeah, he's a good people person, and
here's your tungsten axe.
Where is it?
You might have picked it up. I dropped it in the middle, I thought. No? Maybe I picked it up again. Here.
Oh, thank you. There's one episode where I personally like. Have you got to the episode where Jim was running the office for a day?
I don't know. The last one I saw was Dwight had a speech, and he took this like motivational speech from Jim, where it's like about, I think it was like about war, and like,
God damn it.
it was like a lot of banging on the table and stuff, and like people got really hype about it. It was pretty funny. Here's a campfire.
No, okay, so I'm not thinking. Okay, so no, not one that.
Ooh,
There's one episode that I really appreciate, Michael.
Yeah, look at that.
Jim had to run the office, and there was a birthday situation, and he's trying to do something, and I don't know. It's just like having Michael up talk to Jim. It was like a really cool moment. I won't spoil anything, but it was like my favorite moment from Michael.
Okay. Hey, the nurse has arrived.
Oh, we got Carly this time.
In the show, I would argue that Jim and Pam are the worst because they are the. I mean, don't get me wrong, they are probably the sweetest love couple there that I know is gonna bone down later, but they are the instigators. They start shit and like they cause the drama, and I'm like, those are the people I would hate because. One, they're always like back talking everyone's like, oh my gosh, did you hear? And then two, they're always messing with Dwight. Fucking Dwight, just mind his own business. And like, this is hilarious. Like, he probably deserves it, sure, but they're not helping.
No, they're not.
But I mean, it's a comedy, but I'm just saying like, they're both not, they're part of the problem.
Right. Ooh. Those were fighting words for a lot of people. Unpopular opinion.
Come at me. It is an unpopular opinion, but I really do think that, like, they could tone it down with the pranks. And, like, I don't know. They could just lay off. But, again, this is, like, a comedy, and so, like, I know there has to be somebody that starts shit, but they are always starting shit. They're the ones that start shit. So, it's kind of weird. They're kind of bullies.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I'm not really invested in The Office, so I don't care. I mean, yeah, there are moments where Jim and Pam, I feel like they were kind of bullied. Dwight also asked for it too, the same time, so you can't do both wrong to make a right. So, but it does work out in the end. I mean, I can't talk more because you're in season 2.
Towards the end of season 2. I think I'm like on episode 20 something.
It's pretty long series. It's a long running series. It's pretty impressive. I can see why a lot of people enjoy it.
It's all right. Heather's saying that it might even be dethroned in Friends for her, which I'm like, wow, that's impressive.
Wait, what?
So she is like a huge fan of
Friends?
Friends, and so she's saying that it might be better than that.
Ooh, I agree. Strangely.
Why is that strangely? I was never into Friends. I mean, I liked Friends enough, but I didn't like that much. Like, it was okay.
Yeah,
it has some moments.
It has moments. I didn't.
But it's a classic,
I grew up watching Friends. Yeah. What is it?
Well, while you're thinking, I was gonna bring up Good Place. Are you caught up with Good Place?
I haven't watched season 3 yet. No, wait. Yes, we have. No, we haven't.
Well, it's still like ongoing too. I haven't seen it.
Okay.
They're like on Hulu. It's like still releasing, I think.
Right.
And you just cancel your Hulu, so.
Yeah. I mean, I will watch The Good Place. It's a good show.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I heard people mention it so many times, and I don't know. I was hesitant because I was it didn't seem like a show I would like. But then like the twist in the first season, that's what sold me. I don't want to spoil the twist, but like after that, I was like, holy crap, I'm in. This is insane.
I mean, we can spoil the twist. I think we just need to put spoiler alert, announce it.
Why? I don't know. It's whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, it's a.
But right now where it's at in season 2, after season 2, I don't like where they're not inside the good place. Well, now that
all caught up.
Well, season 2. I haven't watched season 3 yet.
All right, I can't. Okay, so yeah, season 2. They're on what, Earth? You know what?
Yes, they're on season 2, or in season 2 they're on Earth, and they're like trying to, I think, what was the last thing I saw?
Experimenting. Yeah. Okay.
Experimenting? They were trying to save their own people or their own family or something like that. People that they love.
Wait.
So like and they're
I think I'm mixing it up. Where are you at? Bottom line. Okay, so they're saving people. So what is your thoughts so far? I guess that's we're dancing around trying not to spoil anything. So
my thoughts is that the overall like character growth with everyone is pretty cool. I don't know. Like I think I like how the group dynamic is. Jason is pretty hilarious. He's just there.
Like, I mean,
he's just there.
We all like Jason.
Well, he's just like so innocent. It's like, God bless your heart, Jason.
Right.
You keep doing you, Jason. But yeah, I don't know. If I had to pick out of my favorite, like I think Cheaty might be my favorite, just because he's just like so complicated. But at the same time, it's like frustrating. But it's pretty funny with him. What's her name? The rich girl. She's probably my least favorite.
Tahiti? I like Tahiti a lot.
She's alright for me. How much defense do you have total right now? You just look at your armor and just add it up.
1.
1?
1.
That's it?
2. 2. I forgot I gotta...
There's enough stuff here to make a couple armor.
Oh, okay. I will probably do that when I get back.
Right. I'm trying to build railroads right now, or minecart tracks? Yeah.
So Emily and I are at the latest season, which I won't spoil to you, of course, towards the audience, but it's pretty. I want to voice it, but I can't. I have to wait. I have my thoughts on it. It's still good. Don't get me wrong. I have a particular thoughts on stuff.
Oh my gosh. How do I... Jake,
Is that you?
Yeah, I don't understand how this works. I'm trying to build the tracks for us. Help! I don't get it.
Speaking of TV shows, unless you're any more thoughts, what's the good place you want to share?
No, go ahead.
So we got Disney Plus, and we've been rewatching some of the movies. We watched like the Toy Story films, 1 through 3, and it's so sad. And and emotions we have towards the characters, the toys, and it's just like Emily always says, like, this is the reason why toys should not be sentient, because the stuff they go through is is heartbreaking. It's horrible, the stuff we do with the toys and what they went through. Like, Andy growing up and being left and forgotten and all that, and then just like
right. No, it's true. I mean, objects being sentient in general would be weird.
Well, yeah, but just it's also like it's really messed up how we do stuff with objects. And it's just like
I don't feel bad.
I don't know.
They don't know what I'm doing.
I mean, if you imagine if they actually are aware of it, do you feel bad? Would you feel bad?
I don't think so. They have no soul.
Oh my god. Jesus.
Just like just like how I would argue that like if I saw like a teddy bear or something, like I would argue it would not have a soul because it's a toy.
What? It could have. What if it does? What if it has a soul?
I don't know.
That's
It
the
depends
point.
on how you define soul, but let's not get into that.
Oh my god. Okay, avoid. Fine. That's fine. We got our answers. I think overall, rewatching it, I think it's pretty good, especially the first one. The first one, seeing the first 3D, Pixar film. Well, not really the first, but it's just like.
Wait, have you seen these films before?
Like long time ago, yeah. But I didn't really. It's one of those films I didn't really stick with. Like I watched first episode. I watched like the Toy Story. I'm like, all right, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't my thing. But now I'm like, oh, this is a thing. This is really good. And it's just such a simple story too. I guess, the adult Jake is like feel a lot more things and comprehend what's going on. Life is sad and scary.
Now, it's also not fair. Toys get to live forever. They're like imperishable for the most part, as long as they take care of it. But
okay.
I mean, it sounds like they don't really. Well, they do grow. In the movies, they do show that they do grow.
They do grow.
But they also just like, for the most part, they just grow salty the older they get. Because it's like, that's just life. And then like, if you live forever, you're just going to be a salty old crab. I think that's kind of like... No, that's not true?
That's not true, because like, Woody, on number 3, he still like they all understand, they believe, and like I mean, you wouldn't be salty if like your best friend pretty much like forgot about you, and you understand they're going through life and growing up, but
well, they don't have a purpose
still
because
hurts.
of that.
Still hurts. Well, yeah. I don't know if you want to continue going with this, because we're going to go deep with this.
I don't know where you're going with it. I don't know where you're going with it. What are you trying to say? That toys should be treated fairly?
No, that's not what I was trying. It's just, well, I was trying to get at is like, I'm glad they don't. I hope they don't, because it's pretty messed up how we treat our toys. If they do have emotion and feeling like based on the Toy Story, and I feel really bad.
We have enough trouble as it is with human beings, so like it's not surprising. But like, I don't know, not the saddest thing I would ever see, in my opinion, because humans can be so much worse.
What? Who hurt you, John?
No, I'm just like, it's more like, what are humans capable of? And I feel like humans treating each other like, I don't know, this is like some weird deep talk, but like,
yeah,
I genuinely think that that's nothing compared to just some of the things we hear on the news.
I mean, yeah, but
so
sucks.
it's yeah, it sucks, but like that's the one less thing to worry about, I guess. If they're not sentient, I mean, sure, I agree that they're not. It's cool that they're not sentient.
Yeah,
but I don't know how. Like, yeah, there's at the end of the day, they're just materials that we throw away.
Well, yeah, I'm just. That's true. That's fair. I'm just.
If they're not, I don't know how much we would be like throwing them away though. You know, if they were sentient, we wouldn't. We would be more mindful of that. I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. It's just overall just like what if situation. I like doing the what ifs.
Well, the what if, big what if here. Now that I think about it, is like if they were sentient, then people would be more aware.
Would we treat them? We hope we treat them well.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. What is it? I mean, it all depends. It's like watching what's that goddamn game? Detroit all over again.
Oh yeah. Can you imagine Detroit? No humans. They're all Woody and Buzz. They're all the toys.
I mean, that's essentially what you're asking here is, or mentioning.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I would treat them. I would do my very best to treat them as equal as humans. I don't care what they are.
Sure.
But that's just sure.
Well, yeah, like in Detroit, like there's always like both sides of the story.
Have you played Detroit?
I watched a lot of it. I don't think we're gonna play it. It doesn't feel like we're gonna play it. We would have played it by now if we wanted to.
That's true. I'm not really into whatever those games are. I think watching it is fine for me. Also, like the philosophy was Detroit No Human. I haven't finished the game, but it's pretty much like, yeah, androids are living beings too. While we're doing this,
that's like the same thing with what you were mentioning with Toy Story. It's like, oh my gosh, there's this material, but can you imagine they were sentient? How funny would that be?
Not funny.
I think it would be funny.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wait. Oh no. What am I doing?
All right, let's go move to like I took a weird turn with this. I do apologize.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought you wanted to talk philosophically.
I do, but it's like complicated. It's not really complicated, I don't think, but.
Oh, on Netflix, have you seen a show named I Think You Should Leave?
What? Is that Paul Rudd? Is that the one that got the
Breaking Bad
guy? No.
I Think You Should Leave is like this? Something far different. I don't know what this guy's been in, but it's like essentially very, very raunchy feeling SNL skits.
Nope.
You should check it out.
Maybe. I think our friend Ben showed us that, and I did not enjoy it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it would be really, right up his alley.
I'm not really into the raunchy humor. So,
all right. Fair enough.
And those humor, I was like, I remember watching the first episode, I'm like, he's laughing his ass off. I'm over here like, this is dumb. What the hell am I? What? Maybe I'm dumb. No, I'm not dumb. It's just I just don't.
It's highbrow humor. You wouldn't get it.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
I think it's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff because like it's just so goddamn awkward and like some of the beats or whatever you want to call them, like they are just so absurd. But I was gonna say like I'm kind of going back to it. I watched a few episodes and I thought it was pretty funny, but then I guess I kind of forgot about it.
Well, I can't. I don't know. I can't watch that show.
Jake, building the track is hard. I'm like trying to make this more effective for us, and it's not working, or it's not going as fast as I hoped it would.
Mhm.
I hope you're finding good minds, because I'm just gonna keep doing this.
I'm just re-exploring areas because I'm like talking and exploring and mining. I just like my brain's just like can't do both at the same time at the moment.
Sure.
But that's fine. We're just this is mindless grinding.
If you say so.
Are you into like animation, YouTube animation?
I don't know what you mean by that. Like just YouTube animations on YouTube?
Yeah. Do you follow any of them or watch any of them?
Not particularly. I don't follow any of them.
Okay. Well, I follow like some of them, and like there's a YouTuber named VZ Pop. She did like a cash music video. That's how I discover her randomly. She has like she released her original pilot episode called Has-Been Hotel. I think Hello Boss, and it's pretty good. She got a bunch of animators help her out, and I guess with story as well. And she one of the characters did a voice of Vader Zim and the Hello Boss.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really cool, like, you know, high profile, and she got like 2 original content out. It's pretty good. I just want to like throw that out there and have you and see if you're interested and check it out. And anyone listening, check it out. It's pretty.
It's a series?
It's right now. There's only pilot episode, and it's like a 20-minute short film. It's a 20-minute short film.
2D or 3D?
2D. It's all 2D.
I see.
It's pretty much is about logline. It's pretty much is about this. It takes place in hell, and you know, hell. You know, people are bad people, but there's one person. She just wants to make help people convert to be good, because she believes everyone is capable of being good. And of course, she's in hell. Everyone's being an asshole and dick. So it's like it's pretty good. And like the character establishment is pretty strong in the first episode, in the pilot episode. So you got everyone's motives, and there's few characters where like I personally like there's a radio demon. I personally like Angel Dust, but I like all of them so far. And Halibut Boss is just a cute episode. I think it's in the same world. I think it is the same world. It's pretty entertaining to watch. I just want to do a shout out and throw that out there for anyone to check that out.
Cool.
And ignore the controversy that comes with it. These controversies on everything is ridiculous.
I don't know what you mean by that, but alright. That's fine. So, is there, like, besides that, like, is there any, like, shows that you've been, like, meaning to watch? I have a few. BoJack Horseman. I was looking at a guide I think Kotaku? About, like, some good shows to watch, and, like, top 10s or something. And BoJack Horseman is on there, and that's one of those things that I don't know, like I didn't like it at first, but there's like a cult following with it.
So I watched the first 5 episodes and I stopped, but it's still good. So BoJack, so you don't know anything about it, or are you interested?
I only watched 1 episode, I think. And so I don't really know much.
I would recommend. Do check it out. You know Christian? Remember Christian in grad school?
Mm-hmm.
He liked that show. He even suggested that we watch it, or I watch it.
Okay, what does that mean? You're trying to say that he doesn't like cartoons much?
Well, I'm just saying, like, we know Christian, right? Oh wait, never mind. Well, Christian's like, he's like into particular shows. And like hearing him into BoJack's Horseman, it's like, you know, it's pretty much I like his taste, so I do like listen to his recommendations. So I checked that out.
Okay.
It's pretty good. It's very adult, not like raunchy adult, more of like personal life situation adult.
Right, that's the kind of vibe I got from like a lot of memes. Is like they're pretty real to a lot of stuff.
Probably just you and your wife watch it. I wouldn't recommend have your kids watch it. They probably wouldn't understand it. But yeah, it's
Well, why'd you stop watching it?
it's too depressing.
It's
pretty much like the premise of it, like the character's going through a midlife crisis, and it has to do with like nihilistic and existentialism. You know, those uncomfortable feelings and
That's
thoughts
funny.
sometimes people experience.
Because that's the reason why I couldn't finish Breaking Bad or get into it. Eventually I might, but it's still on the table. It's just watching him spiral down into depression was a lot.
I'm really surprised you did not finish watching it.
Why?
It's definitely up your... I feel like because I think it's up your alley with Breaking Bad.
Probably. That's why I was like excited to watch it, but like I said, it's just depressing.
Yeah, it is.
And I know the moral of the story is like, you know, pay your teachers more. Which is kind of like why I also have a hard time watching that, because yeah, we're grad students. We're kind of like in that biz. So it's like it kind of hits a little too close to home.
Oh.
Like
Yeah.
both if you think about both jobs that we occupations that we kind of want, you know, animation and teaching, both are kind of in a terrible state.
Right. Oh. Related tangent. Well,
On a related note,
I want to bring up. No, after we're done talking about these shows, like, related tangent. Yeah, there's a studio up in Vancouver who worked on like a lot of the big name titles.
Yeah.
Pretty much closed down.
Right.
Laid off around hundreds of people.
600, I think, was.
Oops. I'm trying to find the notes.
600 is what I read in that.
Yeah,
place.
600. Yeah.
And they were slowly like killing off people. I say killing off. Bad choice of words, but they were
You've been laid off.
slowly laying off people over the course of the year, and I don't think they gave
There's not much of a reason.
Right.
Yeah.
They didn't mention it.
Okay, here we go. NPC studios behind The Lion King shut down Vancouver studio. Over 800 visual effects workers at one point.
Well, at one point.
At one point. Yeah, they did The Lion King, The Jungle Book, Just Sleep, Blade Runner, X-Men, Prometheus, Dumbo, Guardians of the Galaxy. So they did a lot of big name box office films. And it's just... what the hell? Why running it? And Vancouver has really good visual effects studios, and they are being supported by the government. I don't know if they still are fully, but
I mean, supported in like I think they get massive tax breaks, which is why it's so enticing.
right. That's why it's enticing for us to move to Canada.
Kind of, yeah.
It's so visual effects animators. Pretty much like we don't really get much recognition. It's either the actors and the director, not the writer team, not the people who work on the process in the pipeline, which is cool. We have credits, but it's like, and I understand these actors are paid extremely well. I mean, because of their great performance and the content the entertainment they can bring in the films and stuff like that. It's just, man, we just keep getting the job profession we picked, and people who are in this art field, animation films, which, as we know, you need them because like without them, you don't have good TV shows. You don't have like those animation shows or cartoons, films, advertisements, social media. I mean, even the websites, they use a bit designers, graphic designers and stuff like that. It's just like we don't get
The point is that
recognition.
though there's plenty to take our place. So
yeah.
it's kind of, they get away with it.
And it's so toxic. We're supposed to help each other, but yet we're undercut each other. And that's also our fault.
I mean, okay, so you're kind of comparing two very different things here. Sure, yeah, some artists do like undercut each other for like freelance work, but when it's a corporation like this, like I don't think that's the animator's choice. That's more like corporations, somebody in the big wig just decided, hey, let's shut them down, save some buck.
And I do agree on that. You're right. I'm combining two. That's totally. They're kind of they're separate in their own field.
But no, that's a real thing, and this is kind of why, like, as much as like I don't know, I don't understand too much about it, but I feel like a union would help. All right, like some sort of like change, but like union is like kind of finicky too. But like nobody's defending the animators, so like people just get laid off or like they get unfairly treated. Like it was like not. These kind of jobs are like normal to have like a lot of overtime.
Right, in the article, and of course I will post this on the description in the channel. They work like 17 hours each day. Most of the workers work overtime, and they just find out they're getting laid off.
Yeah.
And like they're still not getting paid much compared to the amount of hours and sacrifice they put in. And it's like some of them, like, yeah, they want to be involved. I mean, being involved, making things cool or creating things in the film where thousands and millions of people is going to see is a wonderful feeling. I wish that one day I will experience.
You would imagine, right?
It's just, yeah, I would imagine. But it's just like, it's just disheartening to hear, hey, you worked your ass off. Thank you so much. So most of the money is going to go toward the company, towards us, the stockholders and all that. And you guys will get this much. Oh, and you're laid off. You'll find a job. Don't worry. You'll find a job.
What, they would snicker like that too?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Because they know. Because there's not many. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe just. It doesn't seem like there's not many studios out there, and yeah, there's like a lot of indie studios, and some of them are successful.
That's the problem.
But
There is too many. I think. I mean, I don't know. That maybe I don't know enough about this. Maybe, but from what I read too, it's too competitive. Like in terms of like companies too, not just people, but companies. And so like. I don't know, there's a lot of that going on. There's a lot of variables. I don't know. Again, we've never worked in the professional biz. We just always read about it, right?
not yet. We will.
Not
but
yet.
yeah, we always read about it.
And I don't like how or where it's going or been. It's just very depressing. Like, it doesn't make me want to, like, just jump the gun and go in the biz, because, like, it sounds very depressing.
Right.
And then the same could be said about kind of teaching, because, like, teachers don't get paid enough, and it's just, like, there's the whole, what is it called? The first, like, when you want to be a teacher, you have to, like, start off being,
Adjunct.
adjuncts, yeah, and they, I don't know, like, if some of those is like comparable to minimum wage, which is super depressing.
Oh my god, yeah. What is it? The school we went to, they had an adjunct, and he was working 2 jobs, so he was teaching and working a second job, part-time job.
Did we?
So he can just like, yeah, he did.
Who are you talking about?
Zach. He worked at Toys R Us.
I mean, I didn't think he was still an adjunct at the time, but alright.
Well, I think when you showed up, I think or a week or the year after, he become a contract.
Oh, I see. I
So,
see.
yeah. It's still nonetheless, and it's just, man, going to grad school and learning how to become a teacher for university or colleges is such a pain in the butt. Like, you don't get paid much as an adjunct. Contract, you get a little more money, but you don't have a lot of classes. I think you get paid like, say, like $600 per classes or something like that you teach. That's not a lot of money. So it's not considered full time. And
The end goal is
if
to
you
get
wanna go-
tenure too.
yeah, if your end goal becomes tenure, then you have, oh my god, like, it makes sense, some of these professors and teachers, why they seem stressed out and stuff. Being tenured is so stressful because you have to do so much work while teaching.
And
You
there's
also
a
have to
slight
do,
chance that you might not even get it. Like if the school is like scummy, I don't remember how long you have to do tenures. It might be different per school, but like if they decide, you know, on the last year they don't want you, they can just like say no and deny you tenure.
right?
So like you could spend, I don't know, 8 years of your life at a school trying to get tenure and not get it. Like you never know. Like if you piss off the right person, yeah, you can very much just like lose that chance. So all of this is like very just so shady, and I don't like how it feels.
I mean, I'm sure we're making it. It does sound horrible.
That's life in general.
Yeah,
but it doesn't help that it feels like the odds don't seem favorable.
right. Like, I don't care that the idea of working hard to get something. That's just life in general. I mean, and that's also how you achieve things. You work hard to get what you want, you know, or obtain or get to a certain point.
But it's real. But the real feeling is that teachers do not get paid enough. Like, I'm not just talking about like professors. The ones that are like in high school, like the ones that are teaching younger kids, they definitely don't get paid enough. Because I have a friend who is a grade school teacher, and like she's brought up before that like if like she's been in the biz long enough where like she's got quite a few raises and stuff to make it like work out. But like if she was she's mentioned if she was to go to school right now, like being a grade school teacher would not be one of those things that she recommends.
No, I mean, I have a friend who her dad is a grade school art teacher, and a lot of times he was dealing with like the bureaucracy, behind the scenes. It's like the teachers getting underpaid, and he was part of like protesting groups and stuff like that. And it's just, I mean, we'll just say it, Indiana, that how they treat their teachers, it sucks. And I have another, when I worked at YMCA and I got to know some of the parents, a couple of them are teachers, and like one of them is just like trying to fight, and she's a special need teacher. I don't know if that's the proper way to say it, or the PC for it, but she's like, the amount of time and work they have to help with those students is just, they don't get much of a support from the government or whatever they get money from, and it sucks. Being a teacher, it should be like a
government job, right?
Yeah, it should be something, because we need teachers. We need these people to teach us and educate us. But
I feel like anybody who has been to school understands that, but I don't know, for whatever reason, it just kind of fell under the priority list. It's weird.
Yeah. And university seems like the different sets of problem, but in some ways the same issues.
A lot of it that I don't care for is probably the bureaucracy of it, like you mentioned. The politics is huge turnoff.
the school or the undergrad we went to, oof.
I mean, we learned firsthand how it was like whose money are we spending? It's always about the money.
Yep. And the stupid part that I hate to be told is like, it's none of our business. That's true. It's none of our business, but it does affect us how we, you know, get certain classes and, you know, move up and stuff like that. Like in undergrad, we didn't, the art department and the animation program could not work together. Big part of it, what I've been finding out, I found out is the art aspect department didn't think animation is art, so they didn't want to join with us.
Yeah,
that was
heard
that was sucky.
Too.
But it's just like, and like, I hate to say it, I think because I like, sure, we can learn all this stuff, animation, art, whatever, you can learn this on your own, but it's a lot harder. But if I'm spending a bunch of money and getting government help to go to school, I would like to get my, you know, well-earned education. I mean, the program did their best, what they are limited to do.
Wait, you're going sidetracked here. What are we talking about right now?
Oh, sorry. I was talking about like how like I was following up with the bureaucracy, how BS it is, and how it actually affects not just for the teachers and the classes, but talk about it affects the students as well. But I think that's my opinion.
The politics?
Yeah, yeah, the bureaucracy, the politics. You ever been told? I've been told like it's none of our business. Like
I have
students,
not been told.
which is fair.
I don't know where you heard that from and what this context was.
Oh, yeah. I got told by some professors, it's like, don't worry about it, it's not your business. And I was like, but I'm putting money in this program. Should it be my business to know what's going on?
You're saying that like because they don't tell you where the money is from, or like keeping you updated, like you feel like they're undercutting your education or undermining it? The choices they make and not telling the students, and what I'm trying to get at, I guess, like what I'm trying to get at, it's not our business to know. We don't care, but it's just the choices they make with the bureaucracy. Like they just forget that they're doing it for the student, but it's a business. Schools are for our business, and that's what I was trying to get at. That it sucks that where the money's coming from, they're right. We never had a say in it because I mean it's not our job. We don't. It's not our job to worry about it. I think that's what that was trying to get at.
Yeah, that's the point I'm getting at. My brain was like talking and trying to process and trying to get to the point. So sorry about the long drawn out confusion.
Sure. But like, yeah, I mean, it's not, I guess it technically isn't our place, but I wouldn't say that I would feel like it's undermining my education. But like, I mean, we were grad students, so how much are we really going to influence the chiefs upstairs?
That's true, and I understand that. I guess it's more like a frustration of how things are turning or becoming, or how things are running because of money. And it's just, I mean, money is the only thing that's running the place. Every time we had like updates in the place, it would just be like the long haul of like updating the lab rooms was always just like wondering who's gonna pay for it, and that was like what our director had to, the art director had to always like figure out whose money is it. You know, you only get like a budget. They get so much money as a budget for each of these things, so everybody's kind of like holding on to their coin purse, like no. And also like each department. So the art department, like overall. But there's also sub-departments that they want, you know, money for making their classroom better and stuff like that. And they have to make a statement, an argument, or, you know, a justification, a report exactly why we want the money to do this and that. And it's just, I mean, granted, it's not our business, and I understand that, and it's mainly stemming from frustrations from me being in school and things like undergrad. I love the teachers who supported me in undergrad. It just sucks, like the program itself. I know it can be a lot stronger. It can't because of bureaucracy, and it's frustrating that the students that put money into it and put time into it, and the professors who are trying to make it better as they could, are their hands is tied, and it just overall sucks. And like, that's what I'm trying to get at. It's just
right. But I mean, like, there's a reason why they're like this too. We can't just like be like, oh, you guys are big meanies, not letting us get what we want. Like, we need Cintiqs, goddammit. It's a lot of it is like,
right.
Well, I mean, how much money do we really have? Honestly, I mean,
right.
But then like, we can also counter and say that like some departments are super greedy. So I mean, I don't know. Some seem to be favored more, and it's sometimes more obvious than not. I don't know. When we went to school, you remember like we had money to pay for a new hospital sign that costs well over like, I don't know, I think it was like well over 100,000 or something to get it replaced. But then we didn't have Cintiqs. It's like, how do we get some of that money?
Yeah, right.
Like, well, our school clearly has money, but it's not directed, like, we're not on that list of concern. So some of it is like kind of hokey on how that works, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But like some of them, they would probably argue that like they have regulations because, you know, we can't just be like, I need this, please buy. Like, it doesn't work that way.
No, yeah. And you are right. It's like, and I know this too. We need the money to do certain things, and where the money coming from, and also like, yeah, like justification in some way. I presume I don't understand why we spend money for a new hospital sign where we can improve like this program, but maybe I don't know.
Because this, I guess it kind of boils down to how much money can the animation department make for the school.
Bring in.
So the hospital probably brings in a shit ton of money. I mean, it's a fucking hospital. So our undergrad school was part of a hospital, or had like a Riley hospital thing attached to it.
It was, right? Yep. It was. The school we went to is definitely.
It was impressive.
It was known for the hospital, the medical field. So like that kind of stuff is like kind of understandable when they like think like we should just put money back into that, right? Because it's the money bringer. Yeah, in a business standpoint, yes, that makes a lot of sense.
Sounds like you're trying to be like, you guys need to be more sympathetic about our pain and struggles and help us out. Stop being so greedy. That's what it sounds like. But then, like, it's like, good luck arguing or explaining that to the bigwigs that are like, wait, how much money did you bring in? Yeah, just bring in your own Cintiqs.
I mean, I am expressing my personal opinion on things, like how it, like, yeah, please support us. We do a lot of stuff as well, but
like what?
On the other side. We make pretty advertisement. We make your website. We give you entertainment, films. We make you feel things, you know, that type of stuff.
Oof.
I mean, art actually, honestly, so medical field help a lot of save people's lives, and art helps with.
Well, you don't have to go into nitty gritty details of it. I'm saying like the point is like, how many students was really in our program? It was not the most popular one.
It's not the biggest. No, I get that, and that's why I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
But it still suck, you know, because like,
that's just how things are. I mean, there's no way around it. That's how things are. It's how it is. That's how the world runs. It's like money is everything.
Yeah, and it makes sense. It sucks. We can complain. I can complain about it, but bottom line, like, I know and I understand. I get it. I mean, I play devil's advocate all the time, so I'm like, it's fair.
Sometimes you're always just saying like, why why is it like this? Well, I'm telling you why. You're like, oh, I knew that.
I knew it. But why?
Uh-huh. Well, then why would you ask why? Why? Why are they like this? I don't understand. Oh, wait, no, yeah, I got it. I understood. I knew.
I understood it. It's just, it's more of like, we could have done stuff better in some way in sophomore, but whatever.
I don't know. That's just the reality of it all.
Reality sucks. Not really.
I don't know. Some of it does. I mean, life is just... There's... When life runs on money, that's just how it is.
I mean, that's how the world functions.
Yeah, who's got more money?
Bottom line, we pick a career choice where, like,
yeah, I think
money's hard to come by.
The moral of the story here is that we picked a double whammy where we want to be a teacher and an animator, and both teaching and animation is not a good field. Not the most not the most promising one right now. Not the most promising sounding one.
I mean, yeah, sure, we didn't go into those fields for the money, but money is nice to live. I like to sleep.
It helps pay the bills.
Yeah, it helps pay the bills. just a little more support. That's what we asked for.
How much health do you have?
I have no idea.
This is in your top right.
220.
Okay, I'll say this hard for you.
Yay. All right.
I found a tunnel that led back upstairs. Wait, what? I think we went too far.
I'm in the ice cavern. Oh no, I was like, I think it's time to go to a different topic.
Sure. So, something that, like, I just want to bring up. Have you seen these Louis Vuitton shirts? League of Legends shirts? You know
who?
Do you know who what Louis Vuitton is? I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
No.
So LV shirts, it's like a very highbrow company. They make purses and, like, you know, this is like a fashion boutique shop. I don't know much about it. I know it's very popular among the fashion world.
Okay.
Yeah, but they made League of Legends shirts, and some of the shirts are selling for like $800.
What?
That's how highbrow these things are. $800 for like a black shirt with some like character art on it, and then like I think I glanced around. There's like a hoodie costing like $3,000. There's some pants that came with the set that was $2,000. Oh my god.
I need to look this up.
I'm just like, wow, who is this for?
Rich LOL players.
Yeah, for real. Like, it's insane. For people that, like, really live it.
Right. You got some rich guy or kid is like, yeah, I'm a challenger. And he spent his money way up to challenger just because he can.
It's insane. I'll never understand that. Hopefully one day I'll be rich enough to understand it. But right now I don't.
I don't get it. I would like to experience what rich life feels like, you know.
It's just one of those like rich people problems for sure.
Right. Well, that's cool. I'm kind of liking this, as much as it seems weird, and probably like people are gonna be like, that's dumb, but I still think it's pretty cool that video games is becoming
has a much bigger presence.
A normal cultural thing. Yeah, it's not like frowned upon. I mean, it's still frowned upon.
It's that thing that we said, you know, it brings in money. Fortnite brings in money. There's nothing around that. There's no way to like really sugarcoat it. Money's involved.
Money's involved. But it's the whole esports scene. Like, I'm excited for it. That's me progression.
Yeah, the community of esports is definitely getting way cooler.
And now, like, certain schools are doing these, you know how there's sports scholarships? There's a couple of them kind of announcing, like, video game scholarships. Like, mainly League of Legends at the moment.
Which is a weird thing, really, in my opinion. Do you study or do you practice? I don't know. Like,
I mean, it's the same thing with like, you know, playing people who plays football or baseball or basketball.
Yeah, I guess. Except I would also argue that esport players, pros, they don't have a future after the game becomes obsolete.
I mean,
that is
that's the thing.
Part.
That's that is scary part because like with sports, there's always football's never gonna die, baseball's never gonna die, but with video games, like it's pretty much the player themselves need to adapt and go to a different game, or the developers have to produce more content of it, or you know, extension of the game's lifespan, or a new one to keep it going. But yeah, to keep the esports going,
you know,
so
it's all hard.
It is hard. It's a lot. It's a different situation, and we don't know. And a lot of people are. We're at the stage where we're learning, and we're still experiencing new things. And we're trying to understand is like why or how and all that. But it's overall, I'm happy how the esports are going. There's some ridiculousness, but there's also good things out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of League of Legends fashion,
yeah.
I got into playing TFT.
Right, you've been telling me about that.
Oh boy.
I don't know what that means. Like, are you sad that you're into it, or?
Okay, so a little brief history. I played League of Legends when it first came out, not in the beta, like the pre season. Then I played a pretty long time. I think until I met you. No, I played a long time. Then I took a break here and there. Then I came back into it, especially in grad school. And then now, like after 3 years from not touching it, I went back to it, and I was like, I'm mainly playing for the auto chess. And I'm having fun with it. It's really, I'm enjoying it. But because of it, and because I play a couple of the Summoner Rift, and I'm like, oh no. No, I don't want to fall back into playing League of Legends. I just want to continue playing the auto chess.
Wait, you literally play League of Legends, or are you just saying that TF2 is League of Legends? I'm confused.
No,
here.
I play a couple of the League of Legends matches.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay.
I don't want to fall back into it.
Yikes.
But TFT, yeah, team fighting tactics. It's like League of Legends auto chess, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's a learning curve is different compared to the auto chess, like Underlord.
Mm-hmm.
Because so it's like an auto chess, but the difference is the comp that you want to decide to build is based on like what items you have, and also what's given to you, chess pieces and stuff like that. But items play a big part in this game compared to the other auto chess we played, because like if you want to go to like say a ranger build, well, I keep getting like melee items or like mage. The ranger build comp that I want to do, it's not gonna work, so I need to adapt to it. So like there's a lot of like there's much more adaptation and a lot more learning to figure out how to economy is kind of a little more difficult. The game's a little more thought process is a little more different than like the auto chess we played, because you have to consider the items.
Would you consider it like kind of like a faster paced game? Or do you feel like it's a bit sluggish compared to Underworld?
I feel like it's a little more fast.
Okay.
But it's not really that fast. I don't know. With Underlord, it feels like there's a bit of downtime. Especially in the mid-late game. But with Teamfight Tactics, and maybe because I don't know, it seems like I'm like thinking a lot more stuff and trying to plan out quickly.
Yeah.
I think it's a little more interactive because like I said, like there's a lot more to think about. Underlord items don't really play a big part. And like level 3 characters are really strong in that one. While in Teamfighting Tactics, you can get away with just nothing but level 2s. If you have a strong stacking items and on the right character and stuff like that. So there's a lot more planning and a lot more figuring out. And positioning seems much more important. Not saying the other games positioning don't play a big role. I don't believe it does that well. But in this one, like I have to, maybe I'm playing a higher rank in the rank mode, but like positioning play a big part as well, which that's a new thing to wrap my head around with. I'm like, okay, so this is happening. He has assassins, or this person's like positioning his ranger or whatever in the back line. I can't get to him, so I have to figure out how to place these guys, and while keeping my guys alive long enough to do their ability. It seems like I kind of see why this I think part of the reason why it's more popular than the other auto chess. One, it's League of Legends. I mean, presentedly, it just looks good. I don't know, and a lot of people play League of Legends. And I think secondly, it's a little more. There's a lot more thinking and planning to do with this game. There's like a little more stuff.
Sure. Where
I'm enjoying this more. While I'm trying not to say the other ones are not like that. But I'm enjoying TF2 more, a lot more than Underlord at the moment.
Alright, I'll have to check it out. I know the phone version is coming out. I've been enjoying playing Underlords on the phone a couple times. Just because it's a great pastime. But yeah, if TF2 comes out on that, or is it TF2? Or what are you calling it?
TFT.
I am Cthulhu. Oh my god. Oh god. I'm not ready for this.
Have fun. I'm over here mining.
I don't know what to do here. I'm not hurting it. Yikes. This is not good.
So like they released a new patch like a couple days ago, and dear lord, like I think I had I stuck with 8th place for 3 games straight. Then I got 1st place for the end of the day. Nice. Then yesterday I played like 4 matches and I got the 1st place 3 times, and like one of the out of 4, and the 4th one I got stuck in 8th. So I'm understanding how the game works. I'm having fun with it.
The only
would recommend
downside about the game is like there's no co-op option. That's the worst part. I
enjoy Underlord co-op version, and I would like to play more of that. But I think at single player, I think TFT is pretty good. And I got a hold. I recovered my old account, so I'm like, oh yeah, I remember spending money on skins and stuff. I'm like, how does this look now? Because like I played it before they updated the graphics. So I'm just like, I just want to see all the splash arts and stuff like that. Oh, this character's look cool. I want to try her. She looks fun. That's how I got sucked into playing Summoner Rift.
Into what Rift?
The main game, Summoner Rift.
Oh, okay. So I'm not savvy with League of Legends like you are. All right.
I wouldn't recommend.
I wouldn't try. I mean, but I would try TFT though. It does seem okay. Underlords kind of convinced me otherwise that it's an okay genre.
They're doing. I remember when it became hype, then it fell off within a month, and they're doing everything and I like Underlord is doing this new thing with Duo and Jailbird. I think that's cool, making the game always refreshing and not following the standard meta. Because updating that game probably is going to take. You can't do it like every week or every other week. I don't think it's possible. Like trying to update and balance changes every week or every other week. So that's probably them coming up with the whole Jailbird and Rookery kind of fixed the whole balance issue. You know, you don't go to that #1 meta all the time. I think that's a good idea.
Oh, TFT
Leagues,
doesn't have that?
No. So
there would be a meta.
right now, there is a meta. Definitely a meta. But what's making it more difficult to pull off these metas more, you know, say, I always go to this build. That's like guaranteed 100% win.
Yeah.
It's the item choices.
Okay.
That's what's keeping the overpowering meta. There's still like really high level meta on, you know, tier lists, but if you don't have the items, dude, you can't pull it off. So that's kind of.
Is it like a random like a RNG thing? Okay.
Yep.
That's what you mean.
So yeah, so that's why you need to adapt. I didn't know. So thanks to watching Skara, who I guess like he's part of Offline TV. I don't know if you know about them, but pretty much like I watch his guide. I'm just like, oh, that's why I'm losing. I had to think differently. I had to use my big brain power.
Okay. When you say it like that, I can't tell. Like, are you trying to like make fun of yourself about like using your big brain power, or?
Yeah, I am.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, we do. If we want to make time for the Game Awards, we should probably talk about that soon too.
Oh. Alright, well that's a game I've been playing because like I played this game and I'd work on my thesis and I'd do my turn. I'll do my turn then go back working. So that's what I've been doing this week.
That's funny how you mentioned that like you can't multitask, but then you can do that, because I feel like I would have trouble doing that.
There's a reason why I have a lot of low position on TFT. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I lost. What did I just do? Oh, whoops. So there's that. Remember, when I tweet my victories and stuff like that, I make myself look good. They don't see all the low number position I got into from not like paying attention to the game as much.
What do you mean?
Like
You mentioned
like,
you just mentioned to everybody that you after like so many games of loss. That's how, like, did you mention that in your tweet? That like after so many losses, I finally got these first places.
I mean, kinda.
So then there's nothing to talk about. You're just like, what? Jake, what? You're just contradicting yourself.
I mean, that's what you do with Twitter, right? You make yourself look good.
Well, my point is like, you know what? Never mind. I don't know. I feel like if I had to explain it, it's just kind of like, what? Why? There's no need. Anyways,
you know why?
No, like I know it's not the why. It's that you said that you don't let people know, but then you let people know.
But I do.
Yeah, you're contradicting yourself.
I mean, I'm joking about it. I do want people to know.
Well, it's God damn it! It's not about the joke. It's about like what you said. Like that's not what happened.
Oh. Okay. Anyway,
I feel like you're not believing me. Like, what? Am I going crazy here?
No, not at all. So, what games have you been playing this week?
Nothing. I've been worried about Christmas stuff, so I've made a Christmas card. And just gifts. I haven't had time to play games. Kudos to you for having time, but I've been worried about Christmas. Ooh, banners. But I had to figure out how to like make Christmas cards to send to family and friends and just all this stuff. And I kind of took part in this like Secret Santa stuff. So in terms of games, I only just like played a little bit of Street Fighter and got into E Honda a little bit. Did his trials, get ready for Evo, that kind of stuff.
Right. So you told me yesterday you got Champion Edition. So what's your thoughts on that? For someone who didn't spend money on the season pass.
It's all right. kind of regret it now. I'm not much of one to want to buy characters or like do these upgrade stuff. But I kind of wanted E Honda, and I was like, maybe I'll like more characters than I thought. And I tried Poison and Lucia. Not a big fan. Now I'm hoping Gil.
Really?
I'm hoping Gil will come out and be like, yeah, like a lot of these is like I don't plan on playing these characters. They don't look like something like a lot of these characters are just like is that they had to fit your style.
Right. Which I am stubborn with.
Yeah, you
like
get it eventually, I'm sure.
I'll get it eventually. Like, I'm experimenting with different characters. And like, oh my god, I dropped down from gold again to super silver. And I'm just like, I know these characters don't fit my playstyle. At the same time, it's like, I really want to get good with them. And so I was like, no, I can do this. I can do this. And I just keep losing. I'm just like, ah. But the point is to learn how to play them, and it takes time.
Yeah.
Just frustrating.
Yeah, there's a lot of like getting used to like the mindset of how you should play, right? Or like the play style that you have, which I don't know, you had to like get in the mindset of like how to play each character. So like if I'm playing Zangief, I have to be like very defensive and like go in when I feel like is a good time. And then for Balrog, like I try to just rush down people online. With you though, I don't know if rushing down is really the way of doing it. It's like fight turtle, I fight turtle. The lame game versus the lame game kind of thing.
I've been practicing playing rushdown characters, and it seems like I don't do very well with them. If I play like, say, a footsie-like character like Birdie or Bison, maybe they're just overall strong character, but I don't know, they fits my playstyle, and it's like I get bored playing them. That's why I'm like learning how to play Kage or Jury, and it's just like, ugh.
That's fine. I mean, whatever fits. Whatever floats your boat on those. What? Oh yeah, Evo is today.
Having fun. Not Evo, Capcom Cup. It's this weekend.
Yeah, Capcom Cup. Yeah, my bad. Capcom Cup. Isn't it today though?
It's starting today. Yep.
All right, so pools is today.
So I'm gonna minimize the game real quick, and I want to know who's in the top.
Wait, would it? There still would be a pools, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a loser. LCQ. I don't know what it's called. I think it's like loser something something. But it's pretty much like the pools, and whoever wins that becomes the top 18.
Gotcha.
So we're gonna see that majority. The top 8 right now.
I'm sure Tokido's on there somewhere. I think Punk Bonchan is definitely top 8.
Punk. Yeah, Bonchan, Sako.
Sako's top 8? Wow. Put in that work. I thought he was not, because like I don't know why, but I could have sworn I read that somewhere, but I could be wrong. But jeez. But yeah, quite a bit of people. I think we brought it up. Problem X is up there, I think. Momochi, Phenom. I know Smug is because he tweeted it. Daigo, yeah.
Oh yeah.
A lot of usual people, but some of the unfamiliar people might be Hot Dog, right? I think Hot Dog. Big Bird.
Wait, he got in?
Yeah, I mentioned it last time. I think I saw him on the list.
Oh, dude, that's so cool.
He won this like Asian tournament thing where I was like rooting for Kichipamu. And I didn't see if
Is Kichi-
Kichipamu is in it.
I was gonna ask, like, Ichipam. Okay.
I didn't see him on the list, or I couldn't tell.
Oh, Mena,
Whoa.
I just saw Mena, Itsubashi Zangief is in the pools right now.
Yeah, there's like a lot of usual people that you see, right?
So, I guess, like, for some reason, I can't find the bracket. Who you're hoping, to win? Who is going to be the top 3? You think?
My guess would be Bonchan, Punk, and I have a little bit of faith in Hot Dog because he's been playing on his mind the last time I saw him. I think that's my prediction. Who I want is different. I definitely want Smug. I want Itazan. If Kichipamu is there, I would want him too.
Hmm.
But I think Phenom would be a good one too, because I don't think I've ever seen him win anything big as of late. It's always like the Japanese players. But I remember seeing him like win something against Smug.
Ah, okay. I think the top 8 is gonna be, I don't know which order, or top 3. I think like, and there's a lot of good players on here. I agree with Punk. I think I also agree with Bonchan because I like Bonchan's been like performing really well lately.
He's been
Like,
dominating.
really well. Yeah. Because he has Karin and Sagat, so I feel like they cover. I think he covered most of the matchups and the players' matchups too. There's something to think about too. Is like there's character matchups to worry about, but there's also the player matchup because like each player, like Tokido's fierce with Akuma. If you can shut him down with like the footsie play, I think you'll be fine.
It's funny because Kichipamu did exactly that in one of the Asian Cup tournaments.
Right, and I just literally listened to Sejam, and he's like says like Tokido's been working, learning the matchups against Zangief with Akuma.
After that embarrassing set, I'm not surprised. It was pretty crazy.
Well, I think what it is, he doesn't want to experience the same thing what he did with the season 2 of the Capcom Cup. Mena RD, he just said like, I didn't adapt to Mena RD's strategy in the matchup against Birdie, and so because of that, he like when he knows he has who's on there, he's going to practice and practice and practice.
Makes sense.
Which is really cool to see Zangief up there, because a lot of people think Zangief isn't that strong, but seeing someone up there with Zangief, beautiful. See, I mean, lately I've been kind of bored with like watching these Street Fighter tournaments, just because like the Rashid, the Karin, it's kind of like this last year, like you see nothing but the same characters.
I think it's changed since then, but yeah.
It has gotten a little bit better, yeah. I don't know who's the third one. I think Punk definitely. Bonchan's been doing really well. I just don't know who else. I think either.
Wow, you're really
King.
trying to think about this really long and hard.
No, I think Omlax's been doing really well. So King. It's just like the.
Carl Nex is okay. Like I think him winning what did he win last time? He won Evo?
He won Evo.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him do anything crazy since then. But maybe I haven't been watching the right tournaments, I don't know.
I think Gachakun's gonna win again. It's just because he's just really good with just Rashid.
Oh, Gachikun. Yeah.
Yeah. But who I want to win, I want Smog to win. I want Sako, and I want Idom.
I guess Sako would be cool. I don't know how I feel about Idom. He's pretty alright. But I'm not the biggest fan of Laura.
Oh, yeah, you're not.
she's got some really weird the way Idom plays her, it can be like so, I don't know, very ruthless, gimmicky way. But I guess you got to be when you're on that level.
Right. He's like, it's really like he'll play footsie, then as soon as he's like about to lose, he'll do like he does like explosive mix-up combos. I'm just like, that's impressive. And like a lot of people he played against, like has really bad matchup, like Daigo, Guile with Laura versus Guile wins. But seeing him adapted and beat Daigo, you know, Guile, that's pretty impressive. That's why I'm like rooting for him, because like he has the potential and I think he can do it. Same with Smug. Like Smug, like he's been improving, he's been climbing. I remember like he was like usually like up in top 32 with Dudley or maybe top 64, but like watching him play like Japanese tournament with Dudley against these high level this is during the Ultra Street Fighter 4, and he like beat Momenchi and someone else. That was pretty cool to see. So I'm like, I want Smug. Smug is definitely one of those people like I want him to just reach up there and win.
Sure. Yeah.
And I like Sako. Sako's just generally a good he played the characters I like. Same with Infiltration. Since Infiltration's not in here, I like Sako. Yeah, go for it, man. I want you to do it.
Yeah, that Infiltration guy. Whatever happened to him?
There's some situation with the wife accusing him, and there's more stuff. And so
they clear that out.
They did, but he chose to not be involved in Capcom. He wants to resolve all this. And besides, but he plays other games, and he's actually creating his own, he's actually like running his own events over Korea. So that's what he's been doing, actually. So
that's cool.
I am excited for Infiltration coming back, if he is coming back playing Street Fighter 5.
I mean, he's playing other games. You made it sound like he is coming back, and I'm not so sure he is. Like nobody mentioned that he's coming back.
I mean, I'm going by what he said last year. I don't know what's going on lately with him. Like,
what did he say last year?
Process with Street Fighter. Like he's taking a year off, choosing to back down because he wants to clear his name and all that, and get everything, you know.
Has it been a year?
Real life comes first. Yeah, it's been a year, man. Yeah.
Only a year? Because I feel like he's been gone longer, but all right.
Yeah, it's been a year.
Well, anyways, we're kind of running long on time because we're going deep in these discussions. But we should probably talk about the Game Awards, because you didn't watch it, but I watched some of it, and I'm pretty hyped about some things that we saw. Like, do you ever watch Game Awards? Like, I know you said you didn't watch it today, yesterday, but do you ever go out your way to watch it?
No, I don't go out my way to watch it. No.
Okay. Well, I always get hype about the newest announcements. Like one of the titles, Final Fantasy VII Remake, they just released another trailer for it, which I'm pretty hype about.
That's cool. I mean, I'm very excited for it. So I don't know why I want more of it.
Yeah, there's nothing more to say about it. I mean, everybody's hype about it, and it's like the first game that I ever really got into, that got me into this whole like gaming thing. But like,
really?
Yeah, it's like literally the first game I ever played that my uncle had lying around. He let me play it, and I got really invested.
Really? That's funny.
So like, it's really cool to go back to it. But there's a lot of questions that like I don't think I ever had answered. Less than like, actually, I think it was answered. Like, I think the first part is just Midgar. You don't get to explore outside, I think. So that's the extent of
No,
the first part, I thought.
Yeah, so the extent, so you probably are aware of, it's like, yeah, so pretty much you focus on Midgard, but they expanded exploration within Midgard.
Right. No, I'm saying like you don't leave Midgard.
No, you
Midgard
don't
is
leave, no.
definitely a lot bigger. You're going around in circles of what I said, but all right, yeah. You literally just only play in Midgard. You don't go to different towns or anything, but Midgard is like supposedly much bigger for you to explore. But the voice acting in that game, like right now, it's all like it's everything that I hope for in terms of voice acting. Combat wise, like I can't help but wonder if it feels good. But all good things I've heard, like from E3, I think, when people played it, they were all saying like really good things about it. So it all sounds good, and I'm excited to try it out. Oh yeah, fighting game. Best fighting game award went to Smash.
That's not a real fighting game. What the hell? I'm just kidding. I don't care.
I would argue it's not. It's a brawler.
Nah, I don't think it's a...
But I mean, whatever. It's still a fun game.
Whatever. Yeah. I think it's a different types of fighting game, but I still consider it a fighting game.
And we had this discussion before. I still think it's weird watching the tournaments and just like it's one of those games that like they had to limit everything for it to be fair, I guess, for a comp level. What I mean by that is like we never get to see like the cool specials that the characters can do. And I think that's like a huge part of the game that makes it unappealing for me.
Same. And I like the combat mechanics on some of these games, like, you know, oh my god, he's doing a critical or you know, he did the hit confirm that. With Smash is kind of like
we both understand why they do it, because a lot of those things are not fair. It was never meant to be. Yeah, it was never meant to be a competitive game. People just made it into one.
Which is cool.
Yeah. Oh, Hellblade. I was excited about playing Hellblade when it first came out. That was a really cool game. They were making a second one. And they showed off the new Xbox. Xbox Series X. It looks like a mini tower. Holy crap. But you know, it definitely got fatter. So that's something. I don't know if I'm gonna get it, because this last Xbox One generation really let me down to the point where I sold it somewhere along the line because I just didn't play anything.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I sold it to Ben.
Yeah, I mean, it was because like all the games that you wanted is like I can get it a PC and my PC's stronger. Yeah,
for the most part, since Microsoft owns both, like I would just rather get most games available on PC. And they didn't really have any like exclusives that like I had to get. So like back then Halo was a thing and I was a huge Halo fanboy.
Yeah, but now you can get a PC and it's like, well, it's okay, I'll just get that.
Yeah, so and then I wasn't even paying for Xbox Live because I didn't have games for it.
Right.
And oh, they showed off a new game called Godfall that is releasing for PS5. So that was a thing, and I thought that was pretty interesting. Nothing said about
PS5. Does it look?
They didn't show off a PS5, but the game looked incredible. You played as like these look like these god tier warriors in shiny armor, like very maximum anime style. And I don't think they really showed much in terms of like, I don't know if that was gameplay. It looked very CG.
Right.
But if it was gameplay, that's impressive. I don't think it was though. If I remember, it was mostly CG.
The things I've seen that I'm excited for is Dark Alliance, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, dude, you saw that trailer? I was gonna bring that up.
I have not seen the trailer, but I played the first two on the PS2, and I had a blast. I enjoyed it.
Okay, so is that like a 4-player co-op game?
Will be now, but it was 2 players.
Okay, so I'm excited to play that.
PS2.
In the trailer, it's pretty funny. You should check it out. The models, they look kind of like meh, but they basically just strap GoPro cameras on these characters, I think there was like a, I'm trying to remember now. There was like a dwarf warrior, there's like a hunter, elf, a rogue, and something else. Oh, a barbarian, I think. And they're just like screaming, like going, ah, like battle crying, fighting things. And you see like a GoPro on their face, and it's pretty funny. I liked it a lot.
Oh, that sounds great. Have you ever played it or heard of it?
No, I never heard of Dark Alliance.
It's, well, did they show the gameplay at all? It's
No, it was
cinematic?
It was cinematic.
So the actual game, it's like playing Diablo, but you know, but it's more but the abilities are more character specific. So it's like playing Diablo, but in D&D settings. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I'm excited for that.
Once it comes out, I would definitely play that with you if you want to.
Oh hell yeah! I mean, nostalgia, man. I want to play it.
Oh, Joker's coming out for MK11. That's neat.
Yep. I have not seen the trailer, but I saw news about it. Which I will bring it up next week. But I'm aware of Joker. I do want to go back and play MK11 again. Because I want to play Terminator. Sindel looks good. I just haven't got to play the new characters because of money and time.
I think time's a big factor too for me. As much as I want to go back to play Tekken as well, the new characters, like the time and money to spend on it, like I don't know. I know I just spent money on Street Fighter, but I'm already kind of regretting it. I'm like, I could have just saved up for Honda, but I really wanted to play Honda. And I've been making, I've had some extra money, and I didn't know, kind of want to just like do it.
Well, I mean, if we're doing this whole Road to Evil thing, you buying characters and playing them yourself is actually a good way to learn the matchup yourself and understand how they work and play.
I'm aware of good habits, but I'm not gonna do it.
Why did I lose? Well, because of this and that.
I'm not pressing enough buttons.
Yeah, that's your number one reason why.
You playing Bison would be just like, I don't get it. I thought it was my turn.
That's true. That's really true.
It's always my turn, right?
Oh my god. Like, I can't wait to see the balance changes in season 5.
Yeah.
I hope things get better, but like playing Akuma and doing the whole lab thing and Bison is just like, there's a reason why they are top tier. They're always on. You have to learn how to use V reversal against them. Jesus.
Sure.
And it sucks because some characters need their V triggers to win the game.
If you say so. Depends how you play.
I mean, it depends how you play, and if you have good fundamentals, you should be fine. I don't have good fundamentals, sadly.
No, I don't think I do either. I just guess all the time. So another
a lot of times
game.
when we play.
Yeah, go on.
Keep going. I was gonna say I remember like when we were doing the lobby fight. I mean, it's like, you know, John, you can punch me this. You can also punch that, and you're like, oh, okay. I thought it was pressing the button faster. I was like,
yeah, I mean, I don't understand. I mean, I don't look up the frame data stuff, so I guess that's my own doing. But like, yeah, I never know if this is punishable truly, or if I'm just like fucking it up. I just like jab. Like, can I jab? Can I jab? Maybe if I just wake up with my target combo. It did work. 50th Cave Bat. Wow. Ooh.
I'm a bat slayer.
Another game that I think might be of interest is Naraka Blade Point. So it's a Chinese style For Honor game, and I think I would be super into this because it's like much more fast paced. Like there's a lot of ninja shit. You literally like grappling hook and like you ooh, there's a lot of slimes here. You grappling hook, you wall ride, wall run, all that jazz, and yeah, it looks enticing.
Yeah, I'll check that out. I know what's her name?
Yeah.
Ikia Nakamura, the
Naraka?
yeah, Nara, got her name. She was there. Ah, my God, she's the one like everyone like the top 3 in E3 this year, and there's the Keanu Reeves, the dog, and her. I forgot her name. I don't remember her.
Actually,
I don't want to
who
mispronounce her Japanese name.
I actually don't know who you're talking about now.
Oh. Well, anyway. I think she worked on Ghost City or something like that.
Okay. I know Keanu Reeves was there to probably promote Cyberpunk. Oh man, I am so excited for Cyberpunk too.
Did they show anything for Cyberpunk?
If they did, I didn't see. Ended up having to go to sleep eventually. So I just got off
Oh.
at a certain point. What was another game? Ooh, yeah, there was a new Devolver game called Weird West. I definitely need to check that out. And so it's
Wait, what?
It's called the Weird West, and it's by a few former bosses from the studio that made Dishonored and Prey made this new studio called Wolf Eye, and so now it's an action RPG top-down thing, and it has mad The Hills Have Eyes vibe, and it looks really cool. It's not like technically horror in my opinion. It's just like they have like very unsettling creatures, but like it's RPG, so you just kill things.
Okay.
But yeah, that looked really fun, and it's made by some. I mean, I feel like it's in good hands. I hope. And the Weird West, cool name. And I like anything Devolver Digital makes usually. They have some pretty good taste.
What's the hell did they make usually?
Devolver Digital. Oh, geez, putting me on the spot. Now I gotta look it up. But they have the last game they made that I played was that samurai game where you can slow down time. Or published, I mean. They didn't make it, they published it. You know what I'm talking about? The samurai that can slow down time, you have to like ricochet bullets. Or deflect them, I guess. You didn't have a gun. You can throw objects, you can only deflect projectiles. That was a really hard game.
Oh.
And then like
they're the one who did Enter the Gungeon.
Yeah, they did Enter the Gungeon. Well, they published it, I think. And then,
oh, they published it.
Yeah. Like I said, they have good taste. Devolver Digital. They're on my top radar for sure. They're up there with me with Red Project, but like they're more like on indie level.
Okay. Oh, my friend Pedro.
Yes, my friend Pedro is a good one. A lot of these good indie games, it's all of them. They're good with these ideas, or new IPs, I guess.
There you go.
I'm fighting slimes and stuff.
It's fine. I'm looking up Devolver Digital. Okay. Oh.
I can't believe you never heard of them, because like they've been around for a while now.
No, I have. I just keep forgetting what they worked on.
Besides that, I guess the grand final award would have been like Game of the Year, and the Sekiro won.
Yep.
That was kind of weird. I didn't play the game, but I don't know. I don't plan on playing the game either. It just looks like it's too frustrating.
I am planning to play that game after my thesis.
You need to play God of War still. I don't know why, but I just thought about that.
Did it win like Game of the Year last year?
I think it got nominees, because I think Red Dead Redemption was up there too. Or no, what was Game of the Year last year? I don't think it was God of War though. I don't know, I'd have to look it up. I'm in the dangerous part of the neighborhood right now.
So, Game of the Year, nominated was Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2, Sekiro, Outer Worlds? Oh yeah!
Yeah, Outer Worlds got a lot of nominations. I think they got Best Narrative? No, not Best Narrative.
No, it was Elysium, which I don't remember that title.
Oh, Disco Elysium.
I hate this game so much.
So Disco Elysium, if you're not aware, is like this really long, big RPG type game. And I plan on playing it. It just seems like a game that I'd had to commit a lot of time to.
I will check that out because I'm curious why that also got like the best narrative story.
It got 4 awards at this event, dude.
Wow.
Let's see.
Oh my.
Best role-playing game, best narrative, best fresh indie game, and best independent game.
For the Cilium or
Yeah,
for
just
the
that one
All-World?
game. For Disco Elysium.
Damn.
So like, it makes me want to check it out even more now.
Yeah, same. That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
In doing.
Me? Are you hearing me?
I'm like looking at I'm finding nothing but railroad tracks.
I've been busy.
Obviously.
What have you been doing?
Mining and sending around. Yeah, mining. Editing, you're just going like, why he's not moving? Yeah, I'm looking at the award system.
I take this award thing like for granted, with a grain of salt though, because like I don't know what the rubric or grading scale, like how they're grading it. I don't know how they're grading it each game, so it's whatever.
I like Total Biscuit once said, I have no idea where they see this, like the rubric, and it's arbitrary.
It's all arbitrary, but I mean,
it's
some
all
people,
arbitrary.
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. But
I mean, we're
that
gonna
won't-
do our own version, our own arbitrary game show.
the only one that matters.
The only one that matters, yes.
But
dying.
there was also another game that I was gonna bring up. Hold on, let me look. Oh, Sons of the Forest. They made a sequel to the other Forest game, except this one is more narrative. So it's a sequel to The Forest, and I thought it was kind of funny that in this one you also start off in the crash.
What the hell?
So this time it's a helicopter crash, but yeah, a crash nonetheless.
Well, that's funny.
But it
okay.
looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of sad I never really got to play The Forest more, because I don't like playing that kind of game by myself. But it looked really fun. I tried playing a little bit with Chuck, and we got a little bit far, but you know, didn't get too far with that. And then we just never played. So there's that.
Right. I'm sorry. I feel bad because like you were interested in that game. I'm just like, oh, it's a survival game.
Sure, that's fine. There's a lot of games that you don't like, and that's just okay. How dare you don't play all the games that I like?
Right? My bad. I'm a bad
Oh
friend.
no, I'm dead. Shit.
Hey, I'm trying to get to my
Oh,
corpse
man,
right now.
That's a bad spot. That's such a bad spot. I got knocked by some bats down this hole. Shit.
Same here.
Oh.
And the second part is I don't know how to get back to my body.
I am gonna need a lot of rope. Wow, that sucks.
What's here's one reward I don't quite understand. The what do you call it? The esports one. I'm just like the best esports player ever. I'm just like, that's silly.
Yeah, I don't think those really mean much. They don't need to.
God damn it! Oh my god, oh my, it's, anyway, but yeah, It's cool to see Death Stranding up there because that one got some weird reviews. I remember that.
I don't understand how Death Stranding is. Like, I watched some people play some of it, and it's still just weird. It's and like
Weird.
watching some people review it too. It's like it's weird, and so it's like sure, it's a weird game, but like, does it really deserve all these like praise? I don't know.
Right. It is definitely different compared to other games. And a lot of people are hoping like another Metal Gear Solid. And Kojima pretty much delivers like, no, you're a delivery man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised, but at the same time, like most of the gameplay is like what I've seen. I don't think I want to play it. It's not worth the $60 if that's all it is.
That's fair. It's not for everyone. I will probably play it eventually. Probably like when it dropped down price. But other than that, like, it's cool. It's a different game, and I like seeing different original ideas like that.
Well, the problem with it is
like,
that the delivery system feels very long, and like, yeah, very long and heavy-winded.
right.
Damn, I thought
I know some people like it. It's really weird. I know that much.
I'm not all about. I'm not like dissing on weird though. It's just doesn't seem like that fun to just like walk around delivering. And it takes a while for you to get to the good stuff, which I had a huge problem with that in one Final Fantasy game.
15?
The one with Lightning?
Oh, 12.
Yeah, 12. So
yeah,
that game was weird because like a lot of people like I didn't like it because like I was in tutorial apparently for days.
Yeah, like half the game is tutorial.
I don't get that. I never understand that, but people were saying no, keep playing, it'll get good. And I don't get why I want to play a game that like I have to keep playing in order to get to the good stuff.
Right.
And that's what Death Stranding is. Some people say you have to keep playing and get to the good stuff, and like, well, that's a turn off.
We're too old. We're not that old. We don't have time like we used to. Damn it.
Well, there's that, and I just don't have the patience for it.
It's on my list. I'll play it. But the thing
How big is
like,
your list?
I've
Let me
never
ask you this. How big is your freaking list right now?
Not really big. Actually, it's pretty big. So
Do you
most of the
actually
games I
have
say is
a
on my
list, or are you just like mind tracking this? Like I'll remember it.
mind tracking list. Look, when people said I have a list, it's usually the mind tracking list.
I see. Okay.
This is dumb. I'm gonna die again.
Like I'll remember this later. Don't worry.
Yeah. If it gets brought up, I'll play it.
I still think you should play God of War because that's a really good time. You're always talking like you like how the character growth is. That has like one of the better character growth in any game ever that I've played in recent time.
And I'll get to it.
Yeah, sure.
I'll get to it. I mean, there's also Outer World I want to play. There's Sekiro I want to play. Devil May Cry.
I went back a little bit to Outer
6.
Worlds, and it's pretty impressive. Still.
I'm happy to see Outer World. I hope Tom Howard becomes scared and he makes better Bethesda's games.
Holy shit.
I'm like, along with TB, with the whole, like, if the game's broken, it's not that good.
It isn't. I mean, people made it into like a, oh, well, that's his Fallout, but this time they were just like, yeah, this is bad.
Yeah. But that's I'm probably sound hypocrite because I did play, you know, Skyrim, and I think I got over 100 hours, which
doesn't mean anything.
More I
don't think
about
that's like hypocritical. At the time, it was impressive.
Yeah, it was impressive. It's a new. That's like my first sandbox game because I never really played any Elder Scrolls, and I know that's like the thing like people like about Elder Scroll, the options and choices and stuff like you can do with your character. But it's like, the game's kind of.
For what game?
You have to make your own. The Elder Scrolls. You kind of have to make your own fun with it. And like after you achieve that, I got bored with it.
The point is that you have options.
Yeah, I know. I understand it. I'm just like, this is what people hype out. Tell me to play this game.
No, it's a weird thing to say that you get it, but you don't get it. Does that
I
make
get
sense?
it, but it's not for me. Let me just rephrase
Maybe you don't
that
like it.
Is that
then
better?
Maybe you don't get it. Yeah.
No.
No,
we're not playing
that can't be
game.
it.
No, that can't be it. If you don't look, I understand why people like it. I can explain it why people could want to keep playing it, but for me, it's not my cup of tea. It's like the same thing was Passive Exile. Why I find it fun sometimes, but not for you, for example.
Sure.
You know, restarting a
but that just means I don't get it.
It means like you understand why I have fun, but is it for you? No. That's two different things.
I don't know.
Liking it and understanding is two different things. No, we're not playing this
I
game.
would argue that if it's a joke that you like and then somebody doesn't like it, they don't get it.
No. That's dumb.
How is that not?
No.
What? Nah. That's literally.
That just sounds like you. That pretty much like I get the joke. Haha. I am pretty much like smarter or something like that. No.
That doesn't mean that at all. I mean, unless you make it that way.
Yeah, it does.
If it's a joke that you don't get, you just don't get it. Like, a lot of people don't understand memes. It's like, they just don't get it. Old people just, boomers,
I don't understand.
different generation. It's not like they're dumb or anything.
I don't understand memes entirely, but I get why. It's very relatable and they're on the generation or the situation.
To a certain degree, though, you don't get it.
Because I don't relate to it. You're looking at black and white. I'm looking at grays. Damn it.
No, I'm looking at grays. You're looking at black and white. You got this reverse.
No.
What?
What? No.
Oh my
You know
god. Oh my god, Jake. Just
oh my god.
stop.
We went over 2 hours this. So we're moving on. We're not talking about this. Anyway. Game Awards, we're going to have our own next week.
Uh-huh.
And I think I'm going to look more into the Game Awards and I'll probably talk more about these. I just don't know. Looking at these categories, like best community support, I'm like, what do you mean by that?
What are you talking about?
Best fighting games. I'm looking at these categories they set up.
What about them?
I don't know. I don't understand the best community support. Is it like talking about like, is like developers
They listen.
making them
They listen.
strong?
They have an HR community thing and they listen.
Wow.
Alright, I think that's it. We're just like diddling here, just like with time. I'm gonna go take my potion, teleport me home. Got my stuff back. So I'm happy. Did you need your stuff?
I already got my stuff. Anyway, yeah, that's it.
You're just like reading off a list here.
I just want to see real quick. Sorry, I never really saw these nominations, so I'm just wondering about it.
Sure.
Anyway, all right, that's it. We did Dolly too long enough on the last bit. But if you enjoyed this and you hit that like, let us know, and we're gonna do our own Game Awards for fun. We're gonna have fun and silliness with it.
What do you mean? I thought you said this is gonna be serious.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. We're gonna be serious about it.
I mean, I made a serious list. Did you not?
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna find that out. How serious is your rewards are?
It's very serial.
Oh dear lord. All right, I think I have everything. All right. All right, everyone have a wonderful day.
Bye.